Welcome to something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On the ground, it's Stewart. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
A 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back nine of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be.
Touchdown, Penn State. They jump on top early. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Takes it across the 30-yard line. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And looking to throw now on first down. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, tried to do the same thing here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? That's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's caught. It's Stewart. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback. You saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play of the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. And it'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21.
That makes the score Penn State 21, Alabama 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Ncaa will take over. First and 10. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Ball handed off. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And, man, over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Right on the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. What a catch! Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This group has been picking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Catch made on the left side. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, and you can prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking for some space. It's Stewart. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Hand off to the single back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offensive great scoring position here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Penn State.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead.
That makes the score Penn State 28.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Looking for the wideout. And the pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Alabama first inside will take over. 1st and 10.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. QB keeper all the way. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, this first half has been a disaster for this offense, but this touchdown is big. Hopefully it can build some momentum for them when they come back out for the second half.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Going to run it. It's Stewart. And the defense able to bring him down. And that should just about do it for this first half of play. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Oh, they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Play action, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Needs a completion here on 4th down.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
You cannot ask for better starting field position. 1st and goal from the 1. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense really clicking. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Breaking free at the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first half.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air. Man, puts a lot of pressure on this.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown from Ncaa.
Blown coverage here, and the receiver's just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
Extra point splits the uprights. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And it looks like that one was touched before it made it 10 yards. So, yeah, the penalty marker is coming out. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. That could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the fourth quarter. keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, you had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses it. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the out cut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, and picks up some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Looking to throw yet again. And is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half. We'll talk strategy here. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And on the carry, he's heading left. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Punt team ready to boot it away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. The back's got it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. Pass caught on a comeback route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
A new set of downs after that completion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's hit just before the throw. Wide open downfield. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Trying to find room. It's Stewart. They finally corral him at the 1. Second down and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Touchdown, Penn State. This offense is still clicking.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. And now the handoff. They'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. But as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game... a little bit more competitive. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a man. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
On third down, he drops to throw. The sure hands. It's Stewart. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He's running out of time here. Cannot connect on his first throw. It's incomplete.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it, enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to throw again. Dumps it down to the back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. And the pass is incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Gets made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. No huddle now for the offense.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Makes a quick catch. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
On the move now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Contact as he let the ball go.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play, and the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Back in motion now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure is coming. Oh, they can't bring him down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, the pass is picked off.
I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Leaning on the run game here late.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a run to the left. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Try and muscle for the first down. Finds room at the 30. He's in the clear. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Tackle is made.
And with that, we're going to have a new #1 team in the rankings. So this victory puts them in pole position and makes them the team to beat as we look ahead to the bracket.
Well, they took total advantage of this opportunity, taking on the #1 team in the country, especially doing it so late in the year. The committee obviously paying attention to the results of this game, and now we have a new #1 team in college football.
Here comes a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. backs now flanking the quarterback. Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
If you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. And a big gain on the final play. That is symbolic of this impressive victory for the offense.